Say good evening, boa noite to each and everyone. Boa noite também para todo mundo, viu? E a gente vai fazer pretérito imperfeito, que é em inglês past imperfect, ok? É uma coisa mais importante para todo mundo entender o que a gente vai fazer hoje à noite. E daí, até o fim da aula, acho que todo mundo vai entender o jeito de usar o pretérito imperfeito. So I believe by the end of tonight's class, each and everyone will understand how to use the past imperfect, ok? É isso. Vamos começar. Para começar, a gente sabe os verbos, terminação dos verbos, né? We all know the end of each verbs, okay? We have the AR, we have the ER, we have the OR, and we have the IR, but mostly AR, ER, and IR. As usual, I allow you guys to take some note. If you talk of past imperfect, okay? If you talk of past imperfect, what does it mean? What does past imperfect? What does it mean? What comes to our head when we talk about past imperfect? If you talk of past imperfect, last time we did the past perfect. Hoje é pretérito imperfeito. Okay, so past imperfect. Take note, we have rules. One, oi, gente, pode desligar. Que bom. So if you talk of past imperfect, take note of these ones, okay? They are really important. They are really important. So I expect you guys to take note. So past imperfect, it means it happens, it happens more than once, okay? Or it happens in a long period, okay? The one we did last 2 weeks or last, yeah, 2 weeks. That one happened just once in a short period. This one, it happened more than once and also in a long period. Okay, it's either it happened more than once or it happened in a long period. Okay. Okay. I hope you guys have noted it down. Yeah, you need to do it. It happened more than once or in a long period. Okay. So we have list of verbs. Okay, let me go again. So if you talk of past imperfect, what you are doing tonight, how do we use it? How do we use this kind of verbs? We only use it one when the action happened more than once. Okay, when the action happened more than once. Okay, or the action happened in a long period. Okay, that's why you say we give such sentences. When I was in my country, it means you stayed there for a long period. Or mostly we sometimes mention some sentence or say some sentence in this way. I used to, then the word used. Immediately you say used, it means it happened more than once. Oh, I used to visit her, meaning you didn't go there once, it happened more than once. Is it okay to you, or okay, it's either happened more than once or in a long period. Ok. So a gente tem alguns verbos. Esse, aquele que já descartei, the one I've highlighted, They are irregular verbs, okay? But why do we have them? Why do we have this verb part of the regular verbs we are teaching? I added it because they also follow the same pattern with the regular verbs, okay? That's why you can see them here. I'm not saying all regular verbs, so I'm talking about the AR. The AR, we have only two, which is da and esta, okay? Okay, take note. So, a gente tem alguns verbos. All these are verbs. Pegar, levar, falar, dançar, tocar, chamar, ligar, fumar, amar, escovar, escovar, estudar, trabalhar, ficar, alugar, apagar, pagar, jogar, viajar, fechar, comprar, nadar, andar, visitar, tomar, lavar, cantar, cozinhar, casar, ganhar, dar e estar. All these are verbs. I'm not saying these are the only verbs we have in Portuguese. No, we have billions of verbs, okay? I believe we all know their meanings. We all know their meanings, okay? If you don't know any of them, you can ask, okay? If you don't know any of them too, you can ask. But I can also start again. If you talk of pegar, it means to take, okay? Lavar, no, levar is also means to take or to lift, okay? Falar, to speak. Dançar, to dance. Tocar, to play, okay? But this one, if you're new here, you won't understand. Let me highlight it. This one, where is their sister? Let me add their sister here, okay? Even I need to pick this one and delete it from this side. Let me bring it here. I know how I'm bringing it so that I can explain it easily, okay? If you have been here from day one, I hope you know their meanings, okay? But if you're here tonight, if today is your first time or you just joined some few weeks ago, you won't understand. But tonight I'll explain it. Tocar, it means to play. Jogar is also means to play. Brincar, it also means to play, but they are not the same. In English, to play is to play. Whether you are playing football instrument or you are playing anything or you are playing with your kid, we all say to play, okay? But Portuguese, they are not the same. O que é tocar? Tocar é quando você usa instrumentos. When you use instruments, you play instruments, okay? So to play instrument, we use tocar. Take note. To play instruments, we use tocar, okay? We use tocar for instrument. So tocar, we use it for instrument, okay? Instruments. Instrument. Jogar, we use for sports, okay? Like on play, oh, he plays football, basketball, volleyball, handball, table tennis, long tennis, okay? We use jogar. Brincar, aqui é brincar. When do you use brincar? When do you use brincar? When you're playing with kids, okay? When you're playing with your children, or when you're cracking jokes, okay? Okay, so this one I said instrument or music. Let me add music, okay? So this is how we use the three. But in English, they all means to play, okay? Okay, so That's how it goes. Take note of it. Okay. Vamos continuar. Chamar. Chamar means to call. Okay. To call, like, oh, I am called, or I'm called maybe James, I'm called Samuel, I'm called Frank, I'm called Derek, or you can call him for me. Okay. Ligar is also means to call or to put on. Okay. The difference between ligar and shama. Okay. The ligar is like in terms of electronics. Okay. Like when you want to call someone on the phone, or when you want to call someone using the social media, we can use ligar mostly. Or when you want to on your light and lose that to our cars, when you want to put on the light, okay, we use ligar. But you can't use shama to on the light. No. Okay. Fumar. Fumar, it means to smoke. Amar, to love. Escovar, to brush. Okay. When you want to brush your teeth, use verbal escovar. Okay. Estudar, to study. Trabalhar, to work. Ficar, to stay. Okay. So this ficar, it all depends on the sentence, which will determine what the person is saying. We can use ficar, okay, in terms of relationship, okay. What do I mean? Maybe you have friends with benefit, okay. You can use the word ficar, maybe ficante, okay. Alugar, to rent. Apagar, to delete. Pagar, to pay. Viajar, to travel. Fechar, to close. Comprar, to buy. To buy. Nadar, to swim. Andar, to walk. Visitar, to visit. Tomar, to take. This take and pegar, they're almost the same but not the same. Okay, we use tomar mostly when you're referring to liquid. Okay, Evo tomar go, I'm going to take a water. Evo tomar bang, I'm going to take a bath. Okay. But the pegar can use for everything. Okay. But we can't say Evo pegar banho, like you want to go and you want to say you want to take a shower. You can't say Evo pegar banho. We use Evo tomar banho. Okay, tomar banho. Lavar, to wash. Cantar, to sing. Cozinhar, to cook. Casar, to marry. Ganhar, to win. Dar, give, and estar, which is to be. Certo? Entendeu? I hope you all got it. Que bom. Que bom. Todo mundo pegou. É isso. So, how do we conjugate them? Okay. Mostly, I always say we take the AR, okay, from the verbs. We take their AR from them. Then the remaining ones, we add the rules, okay? Now, let's check. Gente, posso apagar esse? Can I delay these ones? Can I? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these are how it goes. Okay. Give. Verbo dar, it means to give. How how do we conjugate it? This was verbo dar. Okay. Then we took the AR. A gente tirou a R. E a gente colocar ava. Ok? A gente deixou ava. A gente deixou ava, viu? So we took the AR and it was substituted with AVA. Okay? So eu, how do we say the eu? Eu dava. Você dava. Todo mundo entendeu? Eu, em francês, je. Todo mundo pegou, né? Eu, esse eu. Você, il, é ele. Elle, é ela, ok? A gente, c'est nous, ok? Nous. So, in English, eu is I. Você is you. Ele is he. Ela is she. A gente, it means we, ok? A gente means we, ok? But a gente tem o mesmo sentido como nós. The gente has the same meaning like nós. A gente, c'est nous. Nós, c'est nous. Você comprend? Oui, merci. So, guys, that's the meaning. So, nós is also we, and a gente is also we in English. Okay? Okay. But what's the difference? If you pick nós, make sure you conjugate like this. If you pick a gente, make sure it becomes like this. But they have the same meaning. Okay? So, eu dava, você dava, ele, ela, a gente dava. If Portuguese were to be this, will it be difficult? You could see eu, você, ele, ela, and a gente, they all have the same thing. Guys, I hope you can see that. Yeah. Nós dávamos. Nós dávamos, ok? Nós dávamos. Vocês davam. Vocês davam. A pronúncia não é davam, é davam. Viu? A pronúncia dessa palavra que todo mundo está vendo é davam, ok? A pronúncia é assim, davam, ok? Quando você vê uma palavra que termina com M, você não tem que pronunciar a palavra que termina com M, como M, mas você tem que fazer como N. O som tem que ser N. When you see a word in Portuguese which end with letter M, don't pronounce it M, okay? Pronounce it N. But if the M is starting or within a word, is pronounced out M, okay? Eles, elas davam, okay? So in English, I used to give, okay? Or I gave, okay? This I gave in English, it means it was not once. So that's why in English, when you want to say, oh, I gave him like 5 times. You can also say, oh, I used to give him. I used to give him. It means the action happened more than once, okay? So eu, você, ele, ela, and a gente, they all have the same conjugation, okay? Let's come to ficar. O que é ficar? To stay, okay? Eu ficava. Eu ficava. I used to stay, okay? Or I stayed, okay? I used to stay and I stayed. They all have the same meaning in Portuguese, okay? So if you stayed that place more than a year, it all depends to the one. It all depends on to the one or who is speaking or from the speaker. Why am I saying that? Someone will say ficava maybe 6 months or I stayed there for 6 months. From the point of view of that person, it is long period, okay? But someone will also say, I stayed there a year, and that person so is a short period for that person. So mostly it all depends on the one speaking, okay? So eu ficava, você ficava, ele, ela, a gente ficava, nós ficávamos, vocês, eles, elas ficavam, okay? So the same rule which was given to the da, it was also given to ficar. It is the same rule which is given to verbo estar. Eu estava, você estava, ele, ela, a gente estava, nós estávamos, vocês estavam, eles, elas estavam. Okay? So you could see they have the same meaning. Okay? Any question? If you have question, you can ask. Someone asking Nasame, what of the other verbs? Do they follow the same thing? Yes. If you pick yoga, it will be eu jogava. Okay? Você jogava. If you pick amar, eu amava. If you pick viajar, eu viajava. Okay? Whatever you take, they follow the same thing. Okay? Any question? Okay. Let's check some sentences. Today we are going to add hours. We will add hours, okay? We will add hours. We need to top it. Okay? So let's check some sentences. Quando eu estava no meu país, ficava perto da escola. What does it mean? When I used to stay in my country. This one, país, this one is different from pais. This one is país. You need to respect the sign on the I. Quando eu estava no meu país, ficava perto da escola. When I used to stay, or when I was in my country, I used to stay closer from the school or closer to the school. Okay. So someone asking us, where is the you? Guys, I hope I said I used to stay. Someone is asking Senior Sammy, we can't see the you. You is supposed to be here, but listen, it is not compulsory to write you or você or Eli or Ella. The only thing we need is the verb should be correct. Okay, if you bring eu ficava perto da escola, it is correct. I'm not saying it is wrong. Okay, it is also correct, 100% correct. Okay, let's go. Eu tomava café da manhã. I used to take breakfast. Okay, or I took. The took in this sense, it means you didn't take it once. So that's why you need to say, I used to take breakfast. Okay, I used to take breakfast. Okay. Nós falávamos sobre a escola. We used to speak about the school. Okay, it means we didn't speak about the school once, it was more than once, or our conversation was really long. Maybe we started from morning, then we ended maybe around the evening, a long period. Okay. So who wants to add his sentence? The door is open. A porta está aberta. A porta está aberta. Todo mundo pode entrar. Who wants to add his or her question or a sentence? The door is opened. The door is opened. Hey, no one wants to talk. If you don't want to talk, you can even also write it in the chat. Victoria, vamos. Good evening. Hey, it seems this sentence has been said some years ago. I'm sure. Okay, nos dábamos uhum, o dinheiro. Gente, what does it mean? Hmm? No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your response. Mm-hmm. We used to give him money. Okay, it means it was not once. Okay, nós dávamos ele o dinheiro. We used to give him money. Okay, it means it was not once. They have been doing it. Que mais? If you don't want to talk, you can also write it in the chat, ok? Você pode escrever no chat também, ok? Vamos, Vera. Eu trabalhava. Que bom, você trabalhava, né? Eu trabalhava, eu trabalhava no supermercado. Que bom. What does it mean? Supermarket. E que foi? What happened? You move from there, okay? Mhm. So let's take something. Trabalhava. It means it didn't happen once. She worked there for a long period, okay? Mhm. Que mais? Alice, vamos. Vamos. Mhm. Mhm. We gave him. Mhm. Ok, acostumamos. Hmm. Okay. So if you say nós acostu, I'm taking what you said though. Okay. Acostumamos. But if you say nós acostumamos, no, 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 I'm thinking of something else. Like you say acostumamos. So then you say nós acostumamos dar ele dinheiro. Was it what you said? I want to know. Mm, so our friend is trying to say north across to Amos. But if you say it in that way, I'm searching a better sentence. So based on what you said, this is how you're supposed to say it. Okay. This is the verb you are talking about. Where's my case? Okay. Then nos acostumamos dar ele o dinheiro. Okay. Okay. But if you say it in this way, I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay. It is like you want to say, oh, we used to, or we are accustomed to give him money. Okay. This one, you say it in this way, and you say it in this way. I don't think there is a difference between them. Okay. The difference between them is first, you introduce another verb, which means used to. Okay. And you maintain the verb, which means to give. Okay. So this one you can't say, oh, we used to give. Okay. But it is we used to give. But when you say this one, it also means you used to give. Okay. Mhm. It's like you saying, uh, eu, eu, eu comprava a comida dela. So this one, how will you translate it in English? Will you say, oh, mhm, that, it means if you say, I bought her food, it means it was maybe just once. But maybe you say, oh, I used to buy, or you can use bought by adding the number of years to it. Maybe, oh, I bought her food for 5 years. Okay. Mhm. But this one, I know some of you will say, then, Sinestam, why don't I say, eu acostumava comprar comida dela? Now, do you get what I'm trying to say? So you saying eu acostumávamos and the rest, or eu acostumava comprar comida dela. It's the same way because that one, the comprar, you didn't take it to the direct past imperfect. You left it in the infinitive form. But this one, there was no verb before the compare. So the compare is supposed to you are supposed to conjugate it in the past imperfect. Okay, so you seeing this one and this are the same. Okay, the only difference is this one you didn't conjugate the da, and this one you brought another, you introduce another. Okay, okay. So, Zianchi, if you want to give yours, you can also give it. You can also type it in the chat. Okay, someone said, let me come again. Please, can I say you trabalhava no supermercado? Correct us. Well, okay. So, James, the one you wrote, okay, you are on the path, but let's check something. Your verb, you ended it with E, is supposed to be A, okay? I'm reading from the chat, okay? Someone said, I still can't see it. Hendrix, this is what I can do to help you. I don't know how the iPhone users or the Android users try to flip your colleagues. We are 40 something, so definitely to be hiding one of the screens. Okay, try to do so. Check all the 48. Okay, okay, okay. So we have Boboye. Let's go. If I don't pronounce your name correctly, forgive me. Good evening. Elis Kwon. Whatever you say, that's all right. Okay. Ah, cuisine. Okay. Okay. Cozinhar. Cozinhavam. Uhum. Arroz todos os dias. Vegetable. Vegetable. Mm, mm, okay. So they used to cook rice each day. Yeah. They used to cook rice every day. They used to, as if they were the one growing the rice. Okay, so that's a sentence. Okay. Okay, Miles, if you want to add yours, you can tell us. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So our lady is asking, they cooked the rice every day. My dear, let me write this. I love how you are thinking and keep it up. Okay. So she's asking if you want to interpret it into our native languages, okay, or English. Then I also want to ask a question, not to her, but to we all, okay? My people, I have two sentences. Google, I don't want, I'm writing what I need, not what you want to give me. Are they the same? So if they are not the same and you want to interpret it to someone in English, how will you say it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I understood. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. 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 No, I understood, but I want us to learn something. That's why I'm asking. Okay. So she wants to ask, is it always you're going to say used, used, used? No. Okay. That's why I say it all depends on you, the one speaking. Okay. It all depends on you, the one speaking. Why am I saying that? This, okay, let me shorten it like this. I hope they are all in the past. They are all in the past. So how will we interpret this one to someone? Okay. In English, you can say, oh, the first one, maybe you can see the second one, oh, they cooked rice. But someone also say the first one also means they cooked rice. I hope you get what I'm saying. So at the end, they all cooked rice, but their meanings are not the same. It means the rice they cooked, it was not in a short period. They didn't cook once. They could play like continuously. Maybe they first cooked first rice, it finished, they cooked second one, that one also finished, maybe third rice. Okay. This one is like, oh, they just cooked just once or in a short period. Okay. So that's why if you want to differentiate the two of them, you will say the second one, oh, they cooked rice, meaning it happened in the past, short period, and once. Okay. But the first one, this one, you say, oh, they used to cook rice. So that it will determine, it will show you that the rice they were cooking was not just once, okay, or not just one day. Maybe today they'll cook, tomorrow they'll do, okay. But in English, that's why I said in English, you can just say, oh, I've been coming here. If you use the word I have been coming here, it means it didn't happen once. It happened more than once. Okay, Mandy, let's go. The action has happened in the past, okay, and it's no longer happening again. All of them have happened in the past, and they are not happening again. But I want the past to happen again. That one we call it past continuous tense. Okay, we are not doing continuous tense, so you should take note. James, let's go. Ah, James, calm, calm, calm. I thought you had been going to ask question about. Okay, supermercado. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, let's go. You said, come again. Trabalhava. Okay, so he's asking why is it not supermercado? Okay, so Let me answer our brother. He's asking, why is it not soup na, but it is no? Okay. Why is it not na, but we're having no? Okay. We're having no because supermarket is a masculine word. Do you have that in English? No, but we have it in Portuguese. In English, supermarket is supermarket. We don't even know whether it's a male, a masculine, or a feminine. We don't know. We just say it. But here they are telling us that supermarket is a masculine. Money is a masculine. Can you challenge them? No. We need to add. So if supermarket is a masculine, then it needs to take no. If it is a feminine, okay, if it me a feminine word, okay, let's assume we are using the same sentence. Eu trabalhava, okay? Eu trabalhava, okay? Eu trabalhava na escola, okay? James, now you can see this one is na. Why is it na? Because escola is a feminine word. Is it well understood? Okay. But if you don't get it, go to our YouTube, go and search for articles, okay, artigos, okay. Even if you want the PDFs, I think your colleagues can send you that one. You will see more examples, okay. I hope. Now let's come to a sentence. Let's go. Uh, Alice, whatever you say, that's what I write. Okay. Chi vamos. Okay. The, what? Oh, Google. I don't like what Google is doing. Ugh. Google, please don't touch my typing. Maintain it the way they are saying it. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Now let me ask you one question. Okay. You said Alice. You said Chivamos. Okay. Guys, let's all of us learn. Okay. Even if we learn this one today, then we don't learn again. I'm okay. To me, I'll say I'm okay. Okay. Okay, let's learn something. If you see any verb, okay, I'm not talking to the one who said the sentence, but to we or wherever you're watching from, okay. If you see any word, any verb ending with amos, any verb ending with amos, the pronoun is never Alice. The pronoun is never Alice, but rather nos. The one who is sharing the screen, please, please unshare your screen, okay? See someone sharing, yeah. So if you see Amos, the pronoun is never Alice, but rather nos. Okay, we are learning. And take note, this verb, the one who made this sentence, which verb is that? I want it in the infinitive form. Which verb? No, no, no. I'm asking whether if it let's assume cozinhavam, the verb itself. If we want the verb, it is cozinhar. We got it from verb cozinhar. Okay, this verb. We got it from verb cozinhar. So this tivamos you said, which verb did you pick? Where do you get it from? Okay. Eh, okay. And your teacher didn't say anything. Okay. Your teacher didn't say anything. Okay. I know your teacher will never say anything, but within his or her head, maybe she's laughing. That's what I can say. This verb is never AR verb. Okay? It is ER verb. Which verb is that? Verb te. This verb, you don't even exist. Okay? So your sentence is wrong. Okay? Now, I hope we have learned something. So if we want to construct it, we can bring it to AR verbs. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's an ER verb. So when we get to ER, then you bring back the sentence again, then we will correct it perfectly. Okay. We need to correct it perfectly. Okay. Okay. Guys, can you see my screen? Okay. So let's go. Vamos. I'm good. We can all see my screen. So let's continue. If you have to continue, since the sentences are enough. If it is not enough, you can also bring yours, then we add it. Okay. Let me delete this one. Now let's come to ER verbs. Okay. These are our ER verbs, and I believe we all know their meaning. There are many as we can see from the screen. All these are ER verbs, but I'm not saying these are the only ER verbs we have on this planet. No. Okay. It is not the only ER verbs. Okay. But before we continue, take notes. I love my students. I love how you guys are taking notes. Okay. So the notes which I'm asking you to take is in past imperfect. In past imperfect. ER and IR have the same format. I hope you got what I said. In past imperfect, the ER verbs and the IR verbs, they all have the same format, the same pattern, the same format or pattern. Is it understood? Yeah, I believe. So that you don't get confused, okay? So we have verbs. Let's see the verbs. Comer, conhecer, varrer, morrer, temer, tremer, escolher, entender, aprender, aprender, depender, esquecer, bater, beber, aconselhar, crescer, promoter, proteger. They are all ER verbs. Okay. Take note. Okay. So the one I was saying there, we can't bring there because it is an irregular verb. Someone asking us something, then why did you bring verb die and verb extra here? I brought them because they have the same pattern with the regular. Okay. But the irregular side for ER and IR, they don't. Okay. That's why I didn't bring them. Okay. Okay. So comer, we all know comer, to eat. Okay. To eat. We all know verb comer, to eat. Okay. Comer means to eat. Conhecer, to know. Okay, to know. Varrer, to sweep. To sweep. If you want to sweep, you need to use verb varrer. Okay. Okay. Next verb, morrer. Verb morrer. To die. If you want to die, you can use verb morrer. Okay. Temer. Who knows the meaning of temer? Please, can we unmute ourselves? Temer, to fear. Temer is to fear. Let's meet ourselves. You see someone else. Guys, can we unmute ourselves? Augustine, please, can you mute yourself for us? Please, can we all mute? Let's mute ourselves. Iman, unmute yourself. Augustine, please mute yourself for us. Your microphone is on, so mute it. Okay, let's continue. So we have temer, which means to fear, and tremer, to shiver. Okay, escolier, to choose, entender, to understand. Okay, to understand. If you want to understand something, okay, yeah. Aprender, aprender, and aprender. The first one, just one E. Is it one E? Yeah, the one E, it means to learn, like what we are doing. We are learning, aprender. The second one, which is apprehender with double E, that one is in terms of to tie something, to capture, to arrest, to attach, to seize. Okay, we use aprender. Okay, the second one. Next one, depender, to depend. Esquecer, to forget. Bater, to beat or to knock. Bater, to beat or to knock. Beber, to drink. Aconselhar, to advise. Crescer, to grow. Promoter, prometer, prometer. What is the meaning of prometer? Let's write it. If you know it, write it in the chat. Write it. Don't copy anyone. I want you guys to write it in the chat. Okay. Promoter. Don't copy your friend. Your friend is not right. Write what you think it is. Okay. Yes. And when we were in school, we used to copy our friends, thinking, theirs were the right, not knowing we are all in the fire. Okay. So I can see now we all remember the verb promoter, because last time some of you guys were writing to promote. It seems this time we are all promising ourselves. Remember. Eh, Andres, vamos. Andres, let's go. Your hand is up. You want to ask a question? Okay, let's go. Protéger, to protect. Okay. Now, these are the format of the ER verbs. As usual, we take the ER and we maintain the rest. Then we just add the format, okay? So comer, we took the ER, then we added ER, okay? So it will be pronounced eu comia, eu comia. Você comia, ele, ela, a gente comia. So someone will ask, Sinasame, since we started the class, you said sometimes it's not even compulsory to bring the you, você, ele, and a gente. If you're able to conjugate the verb correctly, we are ready to go. So assuming I'm speaking to a Brazilian and the person said comia eu comia tudo quando ele morava comigo. How will I know if the person is trying to say, oh, he used to eat, or you used to eat, or he, she ate, we used to eat? How will I know? Guys, have you thought of it? Oh, Sinasami, let's assume I was maybe reading some books or some novels. Then I saw the word comia. There was no pronoun. There was nothing like eu, você, ele, or a gente beside. It was just comia. How will I know if the comia there is referring to the first person or the second person or the third person? Guys, how will I know? Who can tell me? Who can tell us? Mm. We can only know it based on the from the beginning of the sentence or the story or the end. Okay, it's like reading the Bible. You picking one verse will never save you. Sometimes you need to read the whole stuff. Okay, yeah. So sometimes you need to know where the person was coming from, the story, the sentence, okay, to get what the person is saying. Okay, okay. So eu comia, ele comia, nós comíamos, nós comíamos. Vocês comiam, eles, elas comiam. It's the same way you will use it for entender. Eu entendia, você, ele, ela, a gente entendia, nós entendíamos. Vocês entendiam, ele, elas entendiam. But this verb, always when I see it, I laugh. Why? When I was teaching, yeah, I know I brought it so that at least we can learn from this side. But do you know that this verb does not exist? Guys, someone said, oh, senior summit exists. Yeah, it exists. But in some way, it does not exist. Why am I saying that? Can we say eu morria? I hope we know the verb morrer. We know the meaning. Mm, I hope we know the meaning. Or to die. English, you can't see. It's still bad. Don't worry. After I'll make sure you have access to the video, okay, from the YouTube, okay. Don't worry, we are grabbing everything, we are recording everything, okay. So don't worry. So this verb, since we can't say I used to die, Can you say I used to die? Is that possible? No, that is not possible. Can you say you used to die? Is that possible? But it can be possible for you, like they will say, okay? But that one, I'm saying it is also not possible. Can you say I died in 1956, or I used to die in 1980s, or you used to die in 1842, or you died? But Eli Ella, the he, she, it, we can accept that one. I hope you know that we can accept that one. He died in 1844. But we can't say he used to die. No one, even Jesus Christ, who we know his internal, he only died once. He didn't die more than once. Only once now he died. So even him himself, we are not going to use Mohia for him. Okay. So this verb, to me, it does not exist. Okay, because we can't use it. You just go to the house and go and tell your mom, Mom, I used to die in 1840. Your mom will even give you some slaps. Okay. So take note. If he used to die, you wouldn't be here. Okay. But let's assume it exists. So that one you say, Eu morria. Você morria. Ele, ela, a gente morria. Nós morríamos. Vocês morriam. Eles, elas morriam. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to some sentences. That's when our English speakers will try to bring English to Portuguese. Don't go and say this one. Eu morria pra ela. I used to die for her. In which sense? How can you die for her? Eh? How do you used to die for her? How? The men, tell us how. Is that possible? No. Don't bring English to Portuguese. So you're not going to say eu morria pra ela. Sometimes you hear those stuffs and it sound funny. I used to die for her, and you are still alive. Hey, let's continue. Quando eu comia o quiabo, ficava doente. Quando eu comia o quiabo. I hope you all know quiabo. Todo mundo sabe a palavra quiabo. Okra. Okra, that's okra. Yeah, those who love okra. That's the Portuguese word, okay? Quando eu comia o quiabo, ficava doente. When I used to eat okra, I used to say, oh, I fall sick, okay? I fall sick. Don't go and say like this one in Portuguese. Eu caí doente. Please, my students, I'm on my knees from my room begging you guys. Don't go and say eu caí doente. Like you want to say, oh, I fall sick. Please, I didn't say that here. If anyone asks you who told you that, don't try to mention. Try to say you don't even remember that one. Please. If this is going to say you fall sick, like you say, oh, ficar, like I stay sick, okay? Don't say I fall sick. You caiu doente. Eesh. Oh, Deus. Please, I beg you, okay? Yeah. I believe you. I believe in you guys. You never say that. Nós bebíamos cerveja. We used to drink hot beer. And you guys are not like beer. Okay, that's all. Drink. Okay, let's continue. Nós entendíamos, mas agora não. Gente, is it true? Nós entendíamos, mas agora não. We used to understand ourselves. I hope you know the meaning of the second nós. Since we did last week or last 2 weeks. If you say no, nós entendíamos, mas agora não. We used to understand ourselves, but now, no. Ok? Vocês comiam quiabos? You used to eat okras. Ok? Eu conhecia ela até ela casou. I used to know her till she married. Okay. So after marrying, the attitude changed. Yeah, you need to change because you are married. Okay. Ele dependia da sua namorada. He used to depend on your girlfriend. Okay. Eles bebiam muito vinho gelado. They used to take in much chilled wine. Okay. Gelado is chilled. Okay. Okay. Any question with ER? Any question? Any question? I hope tonight one is getting interesting. I hope you are all picking it. Okay, good. Good. I'm really happy for you guys. IR. Thomas asking someone is always the IR verbs are too small. There are many. There are many. Okay. There are many. If you want more verbs, you can go to our WhatsApp. Okay. I think they are still there. You can go to our WhatsApp. From our WhatsApp, you can click on the group name. You see description or something else like that. Under the descriptions, click on read more. Okay. You will see many links. Go to drives. If you go to drives, okay, you go to drives, then you can click on drives. You go to drives and click on drives. Okay. That place you see many stuff there. But if you go to drive, the same drive, you can see gender and agreement. Those ones are in English. If you don't know how to identify the masculine and feminine, they are all there. They are explained in English with their sounds. Okay. I know that most of you guys have never opened those drives. There are many stuffs at the descriptions that you don't check. Okay. But no problem. If you don't check, no problem. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. IR verbs. We have assistir, dirigir, dividir, conseguir, competir, dormir, curtir, fugir, vestir, permitir. There are many. There are many. Many as you can think of. Okay. As many as you can think of. how do we conjugate it? As I told you guys earlier, ER and IR, they have the same format. Okay, they have the same format as I said. So ER, we said eu comia. This place is also saying eu assistia. Ok? So eu assistia, você assistia, ele, ela assistia, nós assistíamos. Vocês assistiam, eles, elas assistiam. What is the meaning of assistir? To watch, not to assist. It looks like to assist in English, but no, it means to watch. Okay. Dirigir, to drive. Dividir, to divide. Conseguir, to get. Competir, to compete. Dormir, to sleep. Curtir, to enjoy or to like something. Okay. Fugir, to run away. Vestir, to dress. Permitir is to permit. There are many verbs. Okay. So take note. Fugir, to run away. Eu fugia, I used to run away. If fugia da casa, I used to run away from the house. Okay? Eu fugia. Você fugia. Ele, ela fugia. Nós fugíamos. We all used to run away from home. Yeah. Vocês fugiam. Eles, elas fugiam. Sumir. Someone says, Sumi. Sumi and fugia. I think they are almost the same. Sumi is like you disappear, okay? Okay. Eu sumia. Você sumia. Ele, ela sumia. Nós sumíamos. Vocês sumiam. Eles, elas sumiam. It's the same thing for all the IR verbs, regular verbs. Okay. Okay. Sentences. Now we are all going to add ours. Okay. We are all going to add some. Eu assistia aos filmes. I used to watch the films. Okay. Eu fugia ausente da escola. Okay. First people have been doing that. You used to you run away identity from the class. Continue. Nós vestíamos cedo para escola. We used to dress up early for school. Okay. Okay. Eu permitia ela para falar na aula. I used to permit her to speak in the class. Okay. I used to permit her to speak in the class. Okay. Okay. Who wants to add his or her sentence? Let's learn from one another. Let's go. Let's go. These are some of the verbs, so you can okay, let me add more. Okay. Nós. Yeah, let's go. Nós dormia mais cedo. Dormíamos. Where's my accent? Nós dormíamos mais cedo. Nós dormíamos mais cedo. Let's go. Someone's hand is up. Nós dormimos mais cedo. Let's go. Linda, vamos. Eu, eu dirigia. Let's check something here, okay? Eu dirigia a moto ontem. Eu dirigia a moto ontem. Someone say, ah, Senior Sammy, it's wrong. No, 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 no. Linda, calma. Linda, be calm, okay? I'm not saying you're wrong. I said someone say you are wrong. Guys, I hope some of you think she's wrong. Why? Someone says, oh, you are wrong because yesterday is like just a short period. That's how. Linda, meet yourself first. Someone think, oh, yesterday is just a short period. But Linda herself is saying yesterday is a long period. And someone said, no, some days when I still don't get it. Why yesterday is someone said a year and the person said a year is short. Someone is just saying yesterday is long. Maybe let's assume this motto she's saying she right. Let's assume it was 9 hours. Is it long or short? Now let's answer. Is it long or short? Oh guys, I'm asking 9 hours driving. Is it short or long? Hey, someone is saying short. Someone is saying short. Vic, you can drive 9 hours non-stop. That's good. So you are using your experience to determine that. Alice, Alice, vamos. Alice, oh, Alice, I thought you were even going to discuss what you had. Alice, I'll come back to you, okay? So, guys, that's why if you guys could pay attention when we were starting the lesson, what did I say? I said mostly the one speaking is always out, right? I can't challenge her why she used Jirigia, okay? And someone, or maybe I can argue, oh, it's not Jirigia, you should use maybe uh Jiriji, Ijiriji, and Moto one thing, okay? That's what someone would think. But maybe she said Ijiriji and Moto for days others. So always, despite you, the speaker, you're right. We the listeners, we have power too. Okay.